So welcome, Adam.
Hey, how you going? So I was in and out of church early on in my 20s, roughly around there. Went off and did my own thing, and then my drinking and smoking pot got worse, shutting the world out, I guess, doing my own thing. And then as a result of that, my drinking, I ended up getting into trouble, really severely into trouble, and that was when everything changed. I woke up one morning pretty much sitting in the gutter with nothing and no one, and that was, I believe that was my salvation moment. That was when I kind of knew enough, and I was like, that was it for me. I was done with my whole life, and I basically just said that I was finished and God could have my life. It was just the cry of my heart at the time. Some of it was out of desperation, but I think there was a lot of sincerity about it, that it was for real. It wasn't oh, save me and get me out of trouble. It was on a deeper level. At the time, I didn't sort of feel anything. The clouds didn't part and there was a ray of sunshine. There wasn't any of those sort of moments. But looking back at it, there's certainly from that moment everything changed. Pretty much the drinking stopped straight away. At the end of September this year, it's been 8 years since I've had a drink, even longer for smoking pot, which is a massive thing for me because that was my whole world, like that was what I did. So when I stopped drinking, I cleaned the pub for 4.5 years after that. So I was in and around alcohol like all day, every day, and there was nothing. There was no desire, or I might have the occasional thought, but it was gone. It wasn't there. It no longer became an option. I started reading the Bible shortly after all of this stuff happened. I chucked out and prayed about and threw away heaps of material stuff, like worldly stuff. And then it was just the Bible. Like I'd read a couple of books, but I just made a decision, just Bible, that was it. Over a longer period of time, I've become more selective about stuff that I will and won't do, things that I will and won't put up with. So I try to listen to a lot of Christian music, Christian movies. I try and read my Bible every day, whether it be one verse or a whole book. Yeah, church is not just Sunday, it's every day. The more that I came to church, my attitude changed, all of my self-harm stopped, the depression stopped, the anxieties, all those type of things stopped. I've been coming here for nearly 8 years, and this church is different. It has been, for me personally. I've been to a lot of churches, and there's something about this place that is different. I've always felt welcome, and over the period of time coming here, I've been able to build relationships and friendships with people that I've never had in my life at all. They significantly impacted my world. From where I was to where I am now is night and day. Sometimes, for a while back, I used to question, like, who am I? I just didn't know who I was anymore because God had changed me so much. And then I just look at everything so different now. I did a lot of counselling and stuff like that as well, and they were decisions that I made for myself. I'm just amazed at where I was to where God has taken me, that there's no telling where I could be in years to come. Don't give up, there is hope. I'm here because of the prayers of certain people in my life. So I do believe that prayer is powerful. If God can do it to me, then He can certainly do it with anybody. Yeah, thanks for having me.